Hey, what's up, guys? Steve here. And today we're going to take a look at the 50 highest selling 1980s baseball cards from the Fanatics weekly auction that ended on April 6th. And we'll kick today's list off at number 50 with this 1986 Don Russ Eric Davis, card number 164. This was a PSA 10 that received 9 bids, and it sold for $42. Up next at number 49 is this 1987 Fleer Update Glossy Greg Maddux rookie, card number U68. This rookie was in a PSA 9 that received 6 bids, and it also sold for $42 even. Coming in at number 48 is this 1986 Topps Tiffany Roger Clemens, card number 661. This was a PSA 9 that received 12 bids, and it sold for $43.20. Up next at number 47 is this 1989 Score Superstars Barry Bonds, card number 31. This was a PSA 10 that received 12 bids, and it sold for $44.40. Coming in at number 46 is this 1989 Topps Traded Nolan Ryan, card number 106T. This was a PSA 10 that received 10 bids, and it sold for $48. We're headed to the early 1980s at number 45 with this 1981 Topps Bobby Mercer, card number 602. This was a PSA 10 that received 7 bids, and it sold for $49.20. Up next at number 44 is this 1988 Topps Tiffany Dwight Gooden, card number 480. This was a PSA 10 that received 8 bids, and it also sold for just short of $50. Coming in at number 43 is this 1981 Topps Andre Thornton, card number 388. This was a PSA 10 that received 6 bids, and it sold for $51.60. Up next at number 42 is this 1984 Don Russ Don Mattingly rookie, card number 248. This rookie was in a PSA 8 that received 13 bids, and it sold for $51.60. Coming in at number 41 is this 1981 Fleer Tom Seaver, card number 200. This was a PSA 10 that received 16 bids, and it sold for $51.60. And kicking off the top 40 of today's list is this 1985 Fleer Roger Clemens rookie, card number 155. This rookie was in a PSA 9 that received 17 bids, and it sold for $54 even. Up next at number 39 is this 1981 Topps Bob Watson, card number 690. This was a PSA 10 that received 7 bids, and it sold for $55.20. Coming in at number 38 is this 1981 Topps Burt Blyleven, card number 554. This was a PSA 10 that received 8 bids, and it sold for $55.20. Up next at number 37 is this 1980 Topps Larry Parrish, card number 345. This was a PSA 10 that received 16 bids, and it also sold for $55.20. We're sticking to the early 1980s at number 36 with this 1980 Topps Craig Swan, card number 8. This was a PSA 10 that received 7 bids, and it sold for $56.40. Coming in at number 35 is this 1987 Topps Nolan Ryan, card number 757. This was a PSA 10 that received 14 bids, and it sold for $56.40. Up next at number 34 is this 1981 Topps Bert Campaneris, card number 410. This was a PSA 10 that received 9 bids, and it sold for $58.80. Coming in at number 33 is this 1981 Topps Bob Walk, card number 494. This was a PSA 10 that received 8 bids, and it sold for $62.40. Up next at number 32 is this 1981 Topps Bill Buckner, card number 625. This was a PSA 10 that received 18 bids, and it sold for $62.40. Coming in at number 31 is this 1988 Fleer Glossy Nolan Ryan, card number 455. This was a PSA 10 that received 13 bids, and it also sold for $62.40. And we welcome a newcomer to the list to kick off the top 30 with this 1983 Topps Ryan Sandberg rookie, card number 83. This rookie was in a PSA 9 that received 18 bids, and it sold for $67.20. Up next at number 29 is this 1980 Topps Rick Manning, card number 564. This was a PSA 10 that received 8 bids, and it sold for $67.20. Coming in at number 28 is this 1989 Topps Nolan Ryan, card number 530. This was a PSA 10 that received 16 bids, and it also sold for $67.20. Up next at number 27 is this 1981 Topps Alex Trevino, card number 23. This was a PSA 10 that received 10 bids, and it sold for just short of $70. Make that back-to-back newcomers to the list at number 26 with this 1980 Topps Terry Poole, card number 147. This was a PSA 10 that received 11 bids, and it sold for $72. Coming in at number 25 is this 1989 Topps Randy Johnson rookie, card number 647. This rookie was in a PSA 10 that received 15 bids, and it also sold for $72. Up next at number 24 is this 1981 Topps Bill Robinson, card number 51. This was a PSA 10 that received 7 bids, and it sold for $74.40. Coming in at number 23 is this 1980 Topps Dwayne Kuiper, card number 429. This was a PSA 10 that received 15 bids, and it sold for $76.80. Up next at number 22 is this 1980 Topps George Scott, card number 414. This was a PSA 10 that received 9 bids, and it also sold for $76.80. Coming in at number 21 is this 1981 Topps Aurelio Lopez card number 291. This was a PSA 10 that received 8 bids, and it sold for $81.60. And kicking off the top 20 of today's list is this 1989 Upper Deck Nolan Ryan, card number 145. This was a PSA 10 that received 11 bids, and it sold for $84 even. Mr. Padre makes his first appearance on today's list at number 19 with this 1983 Topps Tony Gwynn rookie, card number 482. This was a PSA 9 with a PD qualifier that received 24 bids, and it sold for $86.40. Up next at number 18 is this 1988 Score Glossy Nolan Ryan, card number 575. This was a PSA 10 that received 14 bids, and it sold for $86.40. Coming in at number 17 is this 1988 Topps Tiffany Dale Murphy, card number 90. This was a PSA 10 that received 12 bids, and it sold for $88.80. Up next at number 16 is this 1981 Topps Bob Horner, card number 355. This was a PSA 10 that received 14 bids, and it sold for $98.40. Coming in at number 15 is this 1982 Fleer Nolan Ryan, card number 229. This was a PSA 10 that received 12 bids, and it also sold for $98.40. Up next at number 14 is this 1989 Fleer Randy Johnson rookie, card number 381. This was a PSA 8 that received 15 bids, and it sold for $103.20. Coming in at number 13 is this 1989 Fleer Bill Ripken FF Air rookie, card number 616. This was an SGC 7 that received 19 bids, and it sold for $110.40. Get one of our weekly regulars at number 12 with this 1989 Upper Deck Ken Griffey Jr. rookie, card number 1. This star rookie was in a BGS 9 that received 17 bids, and it sold for $144. Make that back-to-back appearances at number 11 with this 1989 Score Traded Ken Griffey Jr. rookie, card number 100T. This was a PSA 10 that received 22 bids, and it sold for $168. And kicking off the top 10 of today's list is this 1983 Fleer Tony Gwynn rookie, card number 360. This rookie was in a CGC 10 that received 22 bids, and it sold for $192. Up next at number 9 is this 1984 Fleer Nolan Ryan, card number 239. This was a PSA 10 that received 13 bids, and it sold for $192. Coming in at number 8 is this 1983 Fleer Nolan Ryan, card number 463. This was a PSA 10 that received 13 bids, and it sold for just short of $200. Make that 3 straight top 10 appearances at number 7 with this 1984 Don Russ Nolan Ryan, card number 60. This was a PSA 10 that received 13 bids, and it sold for $252. Coming in at number 6 is this 1981 Topps Andre Dawson, card number 125. This was a PSA 10 that received 24 bids, and it sold for $276. And kicking off the top 5 of today's list is this 1981 OPC Tim Raines rookie, card number 136. This rookie was in a BGS 9.5 that received 28 bids, and it sold for $384. Up next at number 4 is this 1985 Topps Nolan Ryan, card number 760. This was a PSA 10 that received 20 bids, and it sold for just short of $400. Coming in at number 3 is this 1989 Don Russ Ken Griffey Jr. rookie, card number 33. This rated rookie was in a PSA 10 that received 30 bids, and it sold for $408. Up next at number 2 is this 1987 Fleer Glossy Barry Bonds rookie, card number 604. This rookie was in a PSA 10 that received 17 bids, and it sold for $432. And we get a massive price jump to top today's list off at number 1 with this 1982 Topps Traded Cal Ripken Jr. rookie, card number 98T. This rookie was in a PSA 10 that received 36 bids, and it sold for $5,520. Thanks for joining me today, guys, and I'll see you on the next video.